Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to RGN. Again, here for the Pro Series Closed Qualifier. This is the first round of... This is Group A, correct? That's the one bit of information I did not write down. I believe that is the case. Yeah, we're moving into Dust 2. I'm excited to see how this pans out. This is the map choice of Kingdom Esports. We kind of went over it a little bit in that I expect Without a Roof to be able to 2-0 this. I think they have the aim to be able to take this, even if we see some impressive stuff from Kingdom. But we'll see. See if they have a shot, as we'll see some aggressive play towards long from DSR already.
He's got Breezy at his back, too.
Did you see an elbow there of Almond? Oh, man. Almond puts him away nonetheless.
Oh, with the trade, Rhino reaches for the gun, and now no one's peeking mid, and he's got Mikey So at his back. This is a crazy round from Without a Roof. They're just peeking everything. They've lost a lot of HP. Ape is coming on the flank, and he'll see that catwalk is clear. Now Kingdom just have to make their way around the player peeking from spawn, pecking away with the USP. Won't catch anybody on the cross, but finally the flank will come through. Bakaka does have the USP.
Ooh, we're going to see Almond find Ape, and now it's no one alone. He finds the tap, but he's got a single hit point. Kaka should be able to sneeze in his direction, and he finds the shot he's looking for. So Almond, 4 frags from him, very impactful. No one, 3 for himself, and I thought he was going to steal away the round, considering how he was playing towards middle there. But Kingdom Esports, that's the start they were looking for. They pick up pistol.
Yeah, if only Ape would have flanked long right away, but he decided to go towards Cat. And if Kingdom went the way of Ape, then I think the round goes the way of Without a Roof. But 50-50, wrong guess for Ape. Just wanted to play with his teammates instead. And Without a Roof, the aggression almost works out for them. But the force by double scout, crazy from Without a Roof. And they're shifting these scouts around everywhere. No one, he's pushed all the way through B. Generally, when you do that, that means to the rest of your team that it will be a long play. But Without a Roof at long, nobody's making much noise for Kingdom. So Without a Roof got to be a little confused. They will converge onto long. But I don't think it's in their minds at all that Kingdom is just waiting outside of B. But Breezy will now get suspicious.
Yeah, he will head back into B, and no one is still aggressively working his way around long, but Kaka finds a nice timing, peeks out from the long A house, and does take him down. So still with Tunnel's presence here. Wait, finds out the hard way that they are still towards the Tunnels area, and it looks like they should be able to make it in towards B. Breezy with that scout in middle. I don't think he's going to be able to contest this.
So Kingdom look like they've come prepared with their plan. They do hit B at the best time. Breezy doesn't get to fire that scout as Kingdom swarm that B bomb site. And a nice clean round from Kingdom. Without a Roof, they had a plan as well. It was to push through B, try to fight for map control at mid, and then take the fights at long. Unfortunately, Kingdom win all of said duels. And now DSR just alone with the scout. If he can keep this, I mean, this does increase the chances of Without a Roof dramatically the next round, considering they'll only have just default pistols. As DSR will grab a D for one of his teammates, too. What a nice guy. You know, before I met the guy in person, you know, I never thought he was all that much of a team player, but he's since changed my mind, Chad.
There you go. As maybe he's matured, or maybe you just didn't know him, Laser. I am uncertain, but
I did. He's one of the guys, like, you play with him in Pugs, and then he seems super non-friendly and just kind of standoffish, but then you meet him in person and you're just buds.
There you go. Well, good quality. Well, questionable. Yeah, I'm glad he's a nice guy in person. It's 2-0 Without a Roof. They will have 8 purchase into this round as well, and well, that's very interesting. We saw that, I guess, in the last map where he wasn't afraid to go down very low and just go with a FAMAS and such. And again, we're going to see them bring themselves down very low. DSR buying, they've got $50 and $0 moving into this next one. Important they do something here in terms of damage, or obviously they want to win, but with this equipment, I'll see what happens. Quick on an Ape, not a good start.
Yeah, if you heard my terrible summary of the last match at the end, I didn't say it well enough, but it's the way Without a Roof is playing. It's like they're playing in their mind already knowing that they've won with what they're buying and how they approached Inferno, but specifically with the economy. Because why would you go that low? If you're Ape, he's down to $0 coming into the first gun round. I mean, they're gonna have to save again. I guess 3 other players went that low. It's just playing with the confidence of already knowing that you've won, it seems, for Without a Roof.
That can get you into trouble, and we talked about that a little bit in the last map, considering we saw that one round, the last round of the first half, where DSR could have just found a 1v1 quite easily, but instead he goes for the knife and then gets like quick scoped or no scoped on top of the boxes, and they lose the round. But nonetheless, we'll see if Kingdom can take advantage of said kind of silly play.
They're gonna keep doing it.
My god, the 4 spies continue. So round 4, we're going to have a rifle round, but you can see how low DSR and Ape are, for example. They do have 2 M4s, but this is going to be difficult.
Yeah, you can't call it anything but just like disrespectful from Without a Roof, because would they really buy like this against, you know, tougher opposition? I have to think no, but I guess I haven't seen them play anybody in the higher echelons in quite some time. But with buying like this, it's like your strat caller is just tilted like, these guys suck, let's just buy. They can't stop us, but they are. Kingdom Esports is up 3-0, and now Without a Roof is giving them a much better chance than if they were just buying standard. This is a good look for Kingdom. They actually still have a scout out too. There's Kingdom beginning to grow that economy as well. The setup for Without a Roof. They got Ape with the scout again towards B. I think that is his 3rd scout in these 4 rounds so far. Definitely a fan of the weapon. As Kingdom creeping up for their cat control. Yeah, Kingdom is playing this, you know, super serious, like a super standard Dust 2 very cautious approach, ensuring that the pushes aren't through. We saw what they did on the 2nd round, waiting outside of B. So they're coming really prepared, and they're really well coordinated so far. So Without a Roof, I mean, they're going to have to start taking this more seriously pretty soon, especially if Kingdom take this round.
35 seconds. Not a lot of time for things to go awry for the T side, but like you had stated, they look fairly prepped for this play. This nade's going to be money, though, from MSO. He takes down Kaka, as well as doing damage to Quick. Now the jig is up. He's going to be able to spot a player, but it's DSR finding the head of Almond. No one on 2 Naz, and it's Rhino. Last one up. He's got 12 seconds. There's no way he can win the round. DSR going to add some insult to injury. No, he puts the body shot into him, but Breezy finishes him off. So going to be the first round here for the CT side and Without a Roof, and they make it happen with ill equipment.
Yep, they get it done. So everything I was talking about is now void. And I think we'll see some more standard buys come up from Without a Roof.
I almost think, though, like, even though you say it's Void Kingdom, they have to know that they lost a round where they should be able to continue that lead with the kind of buy they were against. That's got to be demoralizing.
Yeah, I think so as well. When you see that scout come out the 4th round, 2nd round, and 3rd round, well, you know what's going on. You're thinking, really? Come on, guys. But they're just going to, Without a Roof, continues the aggression. They go double into B on a round where their economy is really low. They can't afford a hard reset here. Well, they can't afford it if they're going to keep buying crazy like. And Kingdom, more of the cautious approach. If Without a Roof is going to give them the fights, well, that's kind of what they're hoping for with how tentative Kingdom is playing. And top mid take in, B side. They haven't necessarily pushed into the tunnels, but they're just giving Without a Roof more time to push through if they want to. And Ape might grant that wish as a flash comes through. There's still a smoke up for the T spawn area outside of B. Without a Roof falling back into the bomb site, and as long as they keep these 2 players here at B and play the 2-2 setup, this is almost optimum for Without a Roof, given how spread out generally you are in 4 players on Dust 2 CT side.
And alerting them of their presence, you can see the fire and the flames being put down from the CT side. It'll separate the push. Rhino's already in, his teammate's not quite, and he falls immediately. 2nd frag for DSR. Doesn't look like he's done either.
Oh no.
The full mow down. Like you had stated, the 2-2 setup, that was optimal for the scenario, and they more or less alerted the CTs of their presence as they naded in. That one incendiary on Ape, able to separate the squad. Rhino very low, not a lot to put him down, and that was the beginning of the end of the round.
Yeah, well played by Without a Roof, and very fortunate for them that they stuck the 2 players in the B bomb site, not having, say, one, watching mid tentatively and then having one in the bomb site. So nicely done from Without a Roof. Good prediction. Kingdom Esports. Wow. Breezy, he's going to get swarmed here. A lot of teams just about to funnel through the smoke, and they make their target hit. jumping all about, but it's Ullman. He opens up long. 2 nice D shots before EMSO will get one. And, some retribution. And the rest of Without a Roof has arrived on the A bomb site. Kingdom, they might fall off here. They do have the op to work with, and as long as they could post him inside a pit, maybe Without a Roof will give him a fight he's looking for. But Kingdom, they're going to have to retake middle, and I think that'll be problematic as no one in Ape are still lurking about at the bottom of mid.
Ooh, flick shot from Kaka, but he's going to whiff that one. So the op presence in pit is going to be known here from the CT side as MSO just jumping up and down on top of the A platform, not aggressively peeking. But it looks like the T's are going to head back to where that op has been posted. They'll try to work together. They don't have a smoke for the cross, though. And that's actually very, very ballsy of them. Very confident that they can... They seem to think they can make this work, but already a frag going the way of the CT side. Nade's going to pepper them a little bit. Incendiary in one of the most awkward spots. I don't know what that was intended for, but 8 puts down Rhino, and it's only quick on 10 hit points that he will be dealt with. So, Without a Roof, they're going to find 3 in a row here, and they'll start to find a foothold.
Yeah, it's looking good for them, and Kingdom weren't able to punish them for the crazy buys. And I keep forgetting that Slemmy was Without a Roof strat caller, so I'm wondering how much of those buys was due to not having a strat caller, kind of keeping that enforced. I haven't seen them enough to say that with surety. But Kingdom looks like they like what they saw last round at long, and they're going to bust out hard with 4 of their players, just keeping 1 man over towards B. Kind of necessary against Without a Roof, considering the frequency they've been aggressing the B tunnels. Once more, Allman, 1 chance with the AWP. He'll whiff that one. So Kingdom have long control, but that's it.
Yeah, so 4 on 5, and the T is trying to take a little bit of mid presence here, but DSR not done. Towards middle as he finds the frag and falls off. And Kingdom, what do they do here? They do take down no one as he was pushed up into upper dark. And this will cause a bit of, well, just 1 player, Ape, going into the B-bomb site. But the T's have rotated back over. They still have a player inside of the pit, but that's going to be Rhino. Rest in peace. As now a 2 on 4, and Kingdom, they've got time, but that's about it.
Yeah, they're going to go mid. Breezy's lurking here with the op. Hard fight to take if you're Kingdom. Or does Breezy not want to take it? Yeah, he's just going to re-peek. Nos had to hit a nasty pre-fire, and Breezy will just finish off the round. The triple op setup from Without a Roof, proven effective. And now Kingdom coming into a round where they can invest a little bit with, you know, Tech 9s and smokes. But since you know Without a Roof have 3 ops out, I'm looking at a mid to B.
Man, too easy for Breezy. Laser. Breezy. He's heating up. Looking good with the AWP. And that's honestly on a map like this, now a triple op setup Without a Roof. Kingdom's got to take away this momentum, that's for certain. As, yeah, they found the first 3, and that builds a bit of the foundation for your half. But if you can't collect anything thereafter, of course, that's still problematic. Fairly even map here. Can't go lopsided, and if you are the underdog, you almost need to go opposite to the standard and have way more rounds on either side. So Kingdom, see what they can get done. We'll see DSR fall off of that op and drop towards Catwalk, and it's going to be Breezy on the A-ramp ledge area. MSO finding 2. Breezy falls. The 1 dig from Rhino looking good, but they still have a player to deal with close. That's DSR. He finds 1, finishes the 2nd and the 3rd. DSR. Behave.
Yeah, he peeks up from the rail, starts spamming. I don't know the 5-7 can shoot that fast, but he spammed quite quickly. And the player at rail, the first player at rail, DSR was 2nd, Breezy. He just got domed with the Tech 9, and so fortunate that Method was there at long, able to cut down the players working up to the site from Car. If he wasn't there, if he was deeper in long, well, I think Kingdom might have been able to take that round away. But another gun round, at least made it reasonably expensive on 2 of the players. What happened?
He just runs up middle, takes down Naz, but just so aggressive on the solo play. I think maybe there was a flash coming from long A house as he pushed, as we can see some follow-up flashes, but still so aggressive. And he goes 1 for 1, taking half the hit points of Kaka, and Ape's going to follow it up, so looks like it's working out.
Somebody from Kingdom missed their smoke too. Allman not happy about it, but Looks like it will end up working out. That slight gap in the smoke, able to get Kingdom a kill out middle. There's still one man that's quick at the bottom of mid. He will fall off, give up the position, or still hanging on to the tunnels. So without a roof, are they going to go tunnels, or are they both just going to commit from the window and doubles area? Looks like they'll split up. Method versus Quick inside of the tunnels. Now Quick will fall off. So without a roof, they've been given both the tunnels and outside of B. Now they'll begin to crunch. Without a roof, they do have the economy to go for this, or they can easily choose to save. They might just try to strip some weapons away. But knowing how aggressive they've been, I think they'll just go for it as DSR goes for the jump shot over to the window area. But with these two positions, they can, reasonably make Kingdom lose all their weapons.
Definitely, and MSO whiffing. You'll find the second one though, and catching the rest of the players is his goal, but eventually finds his third frag of the round, and he'll be able to exit safely. So keeps that one op in play, but like you had stated, that was so effective. The way that they pinch with those ops and the way they had it set up for exit frags. They have a lot of money to work with. T's not the case.
Yeah, this is a big round for Kingdom. They need to pick this one up badly, and I guess on the other side, without a roof, their economy's not that great. This would be an excellent point for Kingdom to take another one off without a roof and put that save finally on the board. Well, without a roof, they could get Kingdom the hard reset, and that would be devastating, because I think without a roof on the T side would be too much. Coming in towards B, no one. We'll go 1 for 1 as no one will get the trade. Our Ape will get the trade from the double doors. Very fast rotate from without a roof, and the fourth man from Kingdom, he's still at long. Without a roof, may not even wait. They might just go for the retake right away. It's already pinching from the tunnels. This fourth man of Kingdom needs to put himself in the mix.
He's gonna run from long A to try and pinch here. Ape should be a freebie for him. He goes for the initial burst, finishes him with the second. DSR wise to the situation. Breezy's gonna find Almond, and they're leading out players here on this T side, but firing right back. It's now only DSR, but he blindsides Kaka, and he's spotted. Quick, I don't know what kind of calling was going on there, but Quick was not quick to that at all, and for a moment it looked like DSR had that shot lined up, but fortunately Quick able to hit that shot, and Kingdom, they're gonna find their fifth here.
Yeah, nice eyes on DSR, not in the Cap of Pride way, but his ability to see that player at Closet. I certainly did see it on X-Ray on, but nicely done by DSR, and nice creativity in that play too. Drops a smoke at his back to allow himself into the window. Kingdom did not think that he'd just be rushing right through, but without a roof, in their aggressive fashion, they're going for the force buy here. Breezy with the Nova once more. They've already aggressed through the tunnels. They've already pushed up the long, willing to take the fight on catwalk at lower B. They just aggressed everything, Chad.
They definitely have done exactly that, and they'll continue up towards top middle here. We can see Ape and Breezy side by side. Breezy's got that Nova. He was effective with it on the last map, but at this range, tell me it's not so. He finds the jump shot onto Rhino, but it looks like that he might be able to secure the victory in this round. No one now left in a 1v3. 2 players low, though, on the T side.
Yeah, 40 HP combining Kaka and Allman. No one has made his way to the Xbox. Ooh, peeks out. He needed that kill at the player top mid. Quick wasn't lit at all, and I think no one is just going to go pursue on the Quick flank. Kingdom should have a great idea what's going on. Yeah, they just post up Quick at the other side of the long doors. No one will quickly go towards the catwalk area. The bomb is planted for long, though, and it really limits no one's chances here, even if he gets the player on top of the site, who's now made his way to rails. He could be supported by the rest of the team. I'd be surprised if no one can even get any kills in this situation. Does get some damage onto Kaka, but not enough, as Kingdom will take their 6, and the crazy buy punished from without a roof.
Right. I don't really blame them, to be fair, for going for it.
It worked before.
Exactly. I think it's more viable on Inferno, to be fair, like Breezy inside of apartments and that kind of thing. But still, they still almost made it work, so it's difficult to criticize, but at the same time, non-standard play coming out, and a force yet again. Laser. Got a couple scouts and some 5-7s. Breezy tears off the head of Quick, and that's the start they're looking for as they stack towards B.
Man, I'm trying to think here, like, without a roof...
It's just craziness. They're without a strat.
Without a strat caller, I mean, it's like I'll make a StarCraft reference. I mean, they're just like the Zerg swarm, just like cut off
Right?
from the hive mind.
Just straight Ling Rush. Like there's
There-
no other.
There's no Kerrigan,
Baneling
there's
buff.
no like Cerebus or whatever they're called, the little ugly thing in StarCraft 1. I don't know. They're just crazy. Like what? There's not a lot of reason to do this unless you're just so confident and you just know that they can't stop me with the scout. If we just push with 5/7s, they can't stop us there. It's the reason teams don't do this is like mathematically and odds-wise, you're not going to win it enough times to warrant buying in this situation versus how much your money you're going to have in the next round. They should lose if they do this constantly, but then the variance of having better aim than your opponents is why they do it. I just think just treat it like you're playing a great opponent. That's how you get the most effective practice out of a match versus teams with less skill than you. Is treat it like you're playing the best. And I don't know, man. Just practice how you play that. That's not what I'm seeing from Without a Roof, and I hope they lose.
I made a mixed martial arts analogy, and the best one that I just finished casting it. It was in that it was kind of a dogfight, and that both guys kind of keep their hands down, their chin so exposed that you never know how it's gonna go and such. This is a case where one team, like we've highlighted, is good to the point where they can get away with some of this play that is just non-standard, aggressive, and somewhat silly in a lot of regards. Breezy, again, tearing off the head of Kaká, just ridiculous stuff. But it's the difference between if you're so skilled that and technically you can hit those shots, you can get away with dropping your hands. Anderson Silver Force Griffin, if you can catch that reference. It's ridiculous, but it still works. That being said, 4-on-4, Kingdom, they've built themselves not a bad map at all, and again, it's basically punishing this ridiculous play. So credit where credit is due, where they're grabbing the rounds, but is it going to be enough in the end is still the question.
And anybody who watches MMA is probably loving these references, but anybody that doesn't, I apologize. And to further it, like he tried it against Weidman and he got rocked.
Right.
So that's just furthering the analogy. And it's, I mean, maybe without maybe Kingdom is Weidman here. I don't know. I can't depict actual UFC stars, but Without a Roof, they're just going to continue doing it. I mean, live by it, die by it. This is what they're doing. We're going to force buy every round until it works. And I'm sure anybody that's not a fan of the current meta of Go, if Without a Roof wins, it's like, see, Crystal's overpowered. But Kingdom making a quick work into the B-bomb site. Without a Roof stacked towards CT, so the rotate will be instant. But again, they're running in with pistols, and Kingdom have AKs. Without a Roof, they better have a sick T side, and hopefully they don't just force buy every round.
Oh boy, this is interesting. Well, I guess that's one word for it. Without a Roof. On 5 rounds, we'll see if they can find their 6th, but Kingdom with all the equipment on their side. MSO has an op. Interesting that it doesn't go to DSR, but maybe he just wants to find the pick. Now DSR is off towards A, so... Well, Kingdom heading heavily towards upper tunnels. They've got to be confused at this point as well, and the flat 8 just flashes through... Laser.
He just did it. You know? Flash through smoke, push versus 4 people, solo with the Deeg. There is, I guess the reasoning of it is he wants the rest of Kingdom to just instantly take into the B-bomb set where the rest of his team is. But it's kind of just an aloof idea at this point because Kingdom, Breezy just continues at mid. Don't give him another chance. He'll continue taking the fights. EMSO's there with him as well. Never really known as an opper throughout all these years, though.
This is so ridiculous that you can just see Without a Roof the lack of respect, but there's still just out of nowhere Breezy catches a player jumping across T-spawn. Again, that is what we're talking about. They can hit these nutty shots that can still somehow bring them back, and that's why even at this point you can't count them out of this map. As 3-on-4, it looks like Kingdom should be able to take A, but still a player in DSR at Quad.
Oh no, DSR now after no one hits 2-1 Deegs. Kaká inside of the pit, and DSR needs a nasty one. Oh no, the bomb isn't even planted for Kaká. He's got to get up on top of the right side of pit, peeking out, but DSR tries to disguise himself in the fire. Cheeky guy.
That was actually not a bad way of going. He didn't have a smoke, and he knew he would be very, very vulnerable, but tries to put the fire and the flames down. Sometimes it'll make someone miss their shot, but not going to be the case there. So 10-5. This is definitely the half that Kingdom, the opportunity was given to them when Without a Roof continued to force buy, and they took it. So the downside, though, or not the downside, but what they need to keep in mind is if at some point Without a Roof decides to play Discipline, can they still keep this up? What is Without a Roof ever going to play Discipline at this point? Everything suggests no.
Yeah, they lack a lot of discipline right now. Who knows? Maybe Slemmy was that iron fist keeping everybody in line.
Right.
Because like the last time I saw these guys, I don't think they bought like this. Like
no, not
I
at
can't
all.
remember
Not
it
at all.
ever happening.
Like
so
maybe a little bit against like when they completely outmatched, they would a bit, but not to the point where it was every single round.
Yeah, it's frustrating for Kingdom, especially if they lose this. It'll be really frustrating because it's like, come on, guys, like actually play us. We wanna run like actual strats and stuff and have actual gun battles instead of just fighting against scouts, random pushes all the time. Maybe a bit more standard on the T side, but I wouldn't be too confident in it. And if you're, betting on Without a Roof, you gotta be getting a little nervous at this point. Like, come on, guys, get serious. And then oftentimes people will root against the showboaters. I guess you can consider this showboating a little bit.
Yeah, I'm usually the kind of unless it's like in fighting, if it's like Nick or Nate Diaz, for some reason I don't root against them. But everybody else, I'm always against the showboaters. So I like to see Kingdom Esports complete this. Make the other team suffer and take the victory. Kingdom finding 1, but the mid to B split.
Wow,
Breezy finding 2, and he has been he's been the player to be impactful enough that it's keeping Without a Roof in this. If he doesn't find those nutty shots, it's who knows? But well, he's finding them 4-on-3.
Yeah, he did that solo into B. Can't believe 8 made his way out of there. And now Breezy finds himself a USP. That's another headshot for the guy. He pushes into window. There's a player waiting for him at the back of plant. Breezy deals with him, no problem. Running Glock shot, insta goosh, and then he finishes him. Maybe even give the guy a 4K. He's a monster right now. And Kingdom giving up the pistol round. A lot of the hard work of the first half kind of fades away after losing the pistol. And now it's up to them. Do you go for the force buy or do you want a nice first gun round?
All right, so moving into the next, let's see what Kingdom decide to invest in. Quick one to generally go for that op. Is he going to save for it? They'll get 2 smokes. They double... Laser. Why?
What happened?
Why did they double smoke middle? They bought 2 smokes. That's all they bought. Both of them smoked middle to hide a 2-1-2.
2 smokes is better than 1, Chad.
I don't know. I don't understand the idea behind the eco even slightly, to be honest. But anyhow, Rhino left alone. We'll see if he can get some damage in.
Yeah, it's probably one of those situations where somebody calls for the mid smoke to disguise the numbers. But then if you're running a 2-on-2, as you highlighted, it kind of takes away some of the point of the smoke. But then they throw 2. It's probably one of the situations where a mid smoke is called and then somebody says, I got it, as somebody's already throwing the smoke. I'd like to think so. Otherwise, they just put double the cloud.
Right.
Maybe they're
vapors.
vapors.
Cloud a little Vape Nation. Hashtag.
Maybe. Big clouds, Chad. You seen the compilation of the guy who like does the vape tricks and he like blows like a what do they call it? Like a jellyfish in the air?
Really? That's
I mean, I
next
haven't
level.
been that talented at something that's useless since like yo-yo.
I gotta get myself a yo-yo. I gotta get that. Anyhow, Breezy. We've talked about how impactful he's been. Runs into the B-bomb site, finds 2 for himself, and DSR's gonna find Rhino. So this is what I was worried about in that Kingdom. Although they took all those advantages, 10-5. It takes a bit of a flick of a switch for Without a Roof to kind of take a little bit more. Not that their strategies on this T side so far have been looking like they're just taking it insanely seriously, but they're playing together. Like on the pistol round, they were very, very grouped up, shoulder to shoulder. That in itself is something that you definitely want to see from a lineup. So they definitely, that being said, MSO is like laughing about the fact that 4 of them got caught in window and couldn't get through the window. But still, this is where Without a Roof wants to be. Kingdom. This is the first rifle round, and this is where it could slip through the fingers. If they allow the win to come in, this could be 10-10, and then we're all tied up, and Without a Roof, you got to favor them yet again.
And this round, not only critical because of the round count and the economy associated, but just the confidence of Kingdom, and also for Without a Roof. If they have this, if this is an easy round for them, I'm probably calling GG, because the shots will be just out of control at that point. Breezy will cause a ruckus towards long, fall back, everybody from Kingdom at that long area, and continuing to spam through the smoke and use a little utility, but Without a Roof, they're quickly out middle. Player caught outside of the window, it's quick! He doesn't get anything with this op, that's so devastating. And now it's just Almond. At least Kingdom cutting down some of the numbers as Without a Roof are entering into the B bomb site. But now that sucks. This is a hard bomb site to retake.
Oh no, one of the hardest in the game, that's for certain, as we'll see. Not to mention at a disadvantage, 3-on-4. They're at a point though where they could save and just try to get another buy in the next round, and I think that's the right call. Again, B is so hard to hold, or so hard to retake rather. Very easy to hold, generally speaking, and yeah, they don't have utility, but they had a smoke down that would have taken away most of that time, and yeah, I like the idea to save instead of an easy 10-10. They're at least gonna... Oh no, Rhino goes down. They needed to keep all three left up. 2 weapons, just not quite as fun as having those 3, but maybe still they can do something.
I don't know what they could do here. They do have the loss bonus. I didn't account for that, but another player goes down. And with that, I think we see the save from them. So it's a round where Without a Roof can grow that economy, which is already looking okay. I mean, we're probably going to see a couple players above the 10K point. And then from there, Kingdom... this is just so hard of a spot for them. They need to keep that economy low Without a Roof. And on Inferno on their CT side ecos, they were doing that with just upgraded pistols. I think they even won one of the rounds. But Kaka, where'd that op come from on Kingdom? It looks like it was kept from the last round. I thought it was an automatic, but with an op, that changes things.
Kaka, we'll see if we can get anything else done here, as it's going to be a 5-on-4. So good start, but again, with the weaponry, we can see Kaka has to be on wheels, as he has made his way back towards middle. He's going to find a new angle, tries to find DSR through the door, not going to hit the shot, and this is where we'll see how he repositions. They spot him inside a CT spawn, so they're out middle, and they have presence out long A as well, and the bomb is in lower. Bizarre look. Kaka's going to find another. There will be a 3-on-4, but they make their way onto A. Naz finds Breezy. 8 spamming into the smoke. DSR is able to blindside him. So it will be a 2-on-3. Weapon advantage, you could even say, going to the CT side with that op in play. They've got a kid on Kaka. Bomb now being planted.
See how they can post plan here. It's vital that one of them gets out of the bomb site and takes either short or long. It looks like it will be long. Ape goes down, and now DSR's position horrible. He can isolate the catwalk, but does he expect the second player? Lines up Kaka as well, and then Quick unable to trade, so now DSR can still play that headshot spot, but he's only got 19 HP. This will be a huge pickup. Quick jumps on top. And he will bring down DSR and get that defuse. Vital round for Kingdom to pick up, but that money of Without a Roof with a bomb plan, even if they lose this next round, is for the game for Kingdom, really. If they lose this, I think Without a Roof should be able to take this quite nicely.
Yeah, very important round to follow. Quick gets that AWP, so that'll be nice, and you can see the benefit of winning a round where they were more or less on a save. They've got plenty of money, 6,500 pretty much across the board. Here we go. Very, very important round. 21st going live,
and before it begins, what is that strat from Without a Roof? Because it's definitely like somebody called, all right guys, let's split mid and long. Like, oh, you mean mid to B? No,
right.
No, mid and long at the same time.
Right. And leave the bomb in lower, go back and grab it. Yeah, it was, I completely agree. Very disjointed. Well, we'll see what they can follow up with, as they'll be grouped up towards Xbox. Hopping up towards Catwalk. They've got a bit of tunnels presence as well. Breezy inside of there, but they're very grouped up in the middle. They've left upper tunnels, and we're going to see maybe that jockey from middle to B to Catwalk, but considering no one's in upper dark, I imagine they might actually commit fully onto said Catwalk area. Smoke is botched. I think that was for CT spawn coming from Cat. So that's a bit of an issue, but they still have another smoke. Maybe DCR will drop another one, as we'll see Breezy lurking back towards long.
This is unfortunate for Kingdom. They have the B side stack, but Without a Roof have their eyes set on Catwalk. Rhino will put down the incendiary. Breaks for Without a Roof for the time being. The 1v1 long duel that we often see, highly important for either team. Either you can have another pawn to defend from or attack from, depending on who wins that duel. But a lot of pressure on Rhino. Versus 4 coming up. Catwalk, he goes down cleanly, and then they might lose the long duel too. At least Kingdom have kept control along. So now, as long as if Kingdom can take control of Catwalk, which without a roof are flooding members towards, that's where the round's going to be decided.
DSR playing still at the stairs here, and if they don't check it, it could be his spray down. He only finds 1, and that will be Kingdom finding the round, keeping 3 alive, 2 of which being ops, and they still got a shot here without a roof. Being that, again, they are the favored team, they still can make this work, but Kingdom, they're inching closer and closer with that 3rd map on the horizon.
That was the big one. They took it, and now this round, at least they'll have a bank at their back. A little pressure relieved from Kingdom. And now without a roof, they got to be thinking about all those rounds that they just 4-spot on the CT side, because it's getting close. I don't think they expected it to get this close, but they still have enough to get a formidable buyout. No op for DSR, or I mean, everybody seems to have opted so far this match for without a roof. Doesn't seem like anybody's been designated. Always vital for a good night. Kingdom, they went with the long setup again, a little more towards the B side for Kingdom. Hoping that without a roof will go for a mid to B eventually. But they are on the T side, at least, just still fighting for mid control. I think they're beginning to work out a little bit. Ape providing a ton of spray through the smoke. But I think it's all a ruse, and without a roof will just begin to split onto the A bomb site, which again is pretty soft with just 2 players playing 1-1.
Definitely, as we'll see, Rhino inside of the pit. And he doesn't have a lot of assistance. He's got Kakao playing at car. So a lot of this is going to come down to how the long and Catwalk takes place. I think that's a very obvious statement, but nonetheless, I will make it, as we'll see. A Molotov towards Goose. They're trying to flush out anybody towards that A platform. 40 seconds remain. They still have a little bit of equipment to work here. Again, Kaka is the player they got to flash off, and he will miss the first shot. Breezy puts him down immediately. Rhino flashed inside of the pit, and he's going to get tag teamed here. Banks a flash. He's able to take down DSR, but traded by no one, and 4-on-3 looking good for without a roof.
Yeah, what is this from Breezy? He jumps down to the CT spot. He gets 3 this round, almost finishes it off, and now 8's going to go for the ninja drop 2. Kingdom. What do they got to do to earn these people's respect? Without a roof, they just go for it. A little variation that round is without a roof go 3 up Catwalk instead of 4. They put an additional man towards long, try to ensure the trade there, even though it came from the top of A anyways. And that's back-to-back rounds where the single player inside or near the A bomb site goes down cleanly to the players working up Catwalk. If you're only playing 2 players at A, that guy needs to get at least a kill. I mean, probably 2.
Not a fun spot for Kingdom here. It'll be a single save. Flashes just raining into this bomb site. The group up at car, though, might be enough, as they're going to find one frag with the flying SMGs. Kingdom coming up big. It's going to be Ape 1v3 stuck in T-spawn, and Kingdom should be able to find this round if they just sit on the bomb.
I like that eco. Very creative. You maybe expect 2 players to be in the closet, you know, Captain Pride style, but not 3. Then it just gets a little, like, way too explicit in there.
Oh, God.
You know what I'm saying, Chad?
Oh, yeah. Way too many guys in the car. That's for certain.
The dark room, if you know what that is.
Oh, my God.
He'll creep out into this B bomb site where Kingdom, they have 2 rifles. And the triple man closet play. I mean, 3 people coming out of the closet at the same time. What? Ape onto Allman? Looks like he knew the player's in back, and he does have a lot of time to work with. Still enough to play with the minds of Kingdom.
Oh my God, that was quite the shot. Ape gonna be happy about that one as he makes some noise. He wants them to think that he's gone towards lower, and he's lurking back towards the double doors, and I imagine we'll see a really late scope, if not just a straight up quick scope. Okay, so he does scope in, they know he's exactly right there, and they both push right at the same time. So nice work from Kingdom to win that 2-on-1, and might be able to push us to this 3rd map without a roof. They've got some money, and considering what we've seen, there's no doubt that they will buy into this round. They're gonna have AKs on 4. It's not gonna be too bad of a buy. Actually, I scratched that. AK on 3. Miscalculation. Breezy with the Mac 10. That's bizarre to me. You can go with all of the things in the world in that kind of low margin, and it's the Mac 10 he goes with over like a Tech 9 or something. Maybe he makes it work. He's the front runner right now as he heads up towards long A.
Right. He's got the pretty red candy apple. The drive-by, he dinks quick down to 25. Quick still alive. How does this work out for Without a Roof? Breezy just seems to make everything work. And he gets the kill in the end. He finishes quick off. So now an advantage for Without a Roof. And CSL puts to his own molly. This is just so chaotic from Kingdom. They're trying to set up the retake, but then Without a Roof is trying to just take the entire map while the bomb goes down. Just such a chaotic environment as finally we settle on a one-on-one.
Ridiculous stuff. Long A is just completely left open, and Without a Roof to storm on up. Nasty Naz gonna be coming up from Catwalkie, and Cindy's onto the bomb site. What a headshot from No One, though. Put them down immediately, and we still got a map on our hands here. 2 for No One in the end, and yeah, that's what it came down to. They decided to switch things up. They play in not even soft on long, they leave it completely open, and Breezy just sprinting out with a Mac 10. Like you had stated, able to do damage versus Quick early, and then eventually put him down, and just demoralizing for Kingdom as they fight for these advantages, and they lose them against kind of the ill-equipped, crazy rounds of Without a Roof.
And they're forced to force, so this is a big one for Kingdom. They've rushed out a log. Oh, player with 5-7 going crazy. I think Quick will find one through the smoke. No, that was at middle, but then somebody pushes him out mid. Breezy good for one, but Without a Roof do take out a long. They've left the bomb in spawn, however. See if anybody wants to go back and get that. And there's multiple times where Without a Roof, they take the A bomb site and then they don't set up for post plant. They just rush everywhere after getting the bomb down. And that's usually not a good idea, but I suppose if everybody's doing it, like Kingdom, it's hard for them to set up the retake because they don't know what you're doing. I don't like it, but it has its effectiveness in random places.
So the smoke comes from long A. They're going to allow for the cross to come in. Allman pre-fires through this. He finds no
It's the hard one.
Alrighty, well, 2-on-2. Allman going to be fortunate enough to find that one, as now the bomb should be planted for long A. So still a difficult spot here on the 2-on-2.
So Nasty Nas. He's coming up to catwalk his teammate. Oh, instant headshot by Mikey. So he's still got it. He might be old, but he still got it. Allman goes for the jumper, and he'll go for it one more time. Why not 3? This is CSGO 2016. It's the right play. We've all seen what Cole did at the major, and surely he's going to go down to the flank of Ape as he's holding long, and that is a devastating loss for Kingdom. 2K across the board. I mean, sure, they only got to save 1 to get a decent buy to follow, but they're giving Without a Roof around to get that economy growing. So this next one for Kingdom, hugely important. But wow, Without a Roof, they had to rebuy a lot more than I anticipated. So as long as Kingdom can keep that money low of Without a Roof, we probably still may see overtime. Maybe even Kingdom bringing us to map 3.
We've seen some success on rounds like this from Kingdom, and it's been generally a result of their creativity, more or less. So we'll see if this catwalk play pans out. They're going for a bit of a pinch, but not going to work out too well at all, as not a single frag was had. Flawless victory in the round, and all tied up. We move into the 27th, 13-13, and there is enough money for M4s across the board and utility. No kit to note. So we'll see what happens here. They can't really play a strategy where they're soft on, again, long, for example, because retaking not as viable without said kit. See how this one goes down.
I guess we haven't seen a lot of rounds come into the defuse situation because it just gets decided so early with how aggressive Without a Roof is, but they're going to storm out of B. Yep, here they come. The crossfire. Oh no, the flashes are good from Without a Roof. Nasty only good for 1, but Allman in the back. Again, similar situation. Wow, Tonka's not going to wait, and he puts his team in an awful situation. Now 2 to retake.
So tempting to just get in there. You look like a hero if you just take down at least 1 more, maybe even 2, give your team a good chance, but instead he leaves his team in a bad spot by pushing his Kaka. So it's going to be a 2-on-3 Kingdom. They got to bring this back, and this is the no-kit scenario. they have very little time without a kit. Without very much utility at all. There's still fire in the window, smoke in the doors. They're going to head on out, and it's going to be 14-13 without a roof, looking to close.
Kingdom almost, but they lose Rhino on the retreat, and that's going to cut into the buy of Kingdom in the next round. They're probably just going to save now that they lost that last weapon and forfeit the tie round to without a roof. I'd imagine. But the buys we've seen crazy on the without a roof side, but more standard on Kingdom. At least Quick will collect an AK. And decision time. Do we go for the W or do we go for the tie? And they're going to go for the W. They could have just gone for like a half buy because they have good loss bonus coming into the final round. But nope. It's going to be decided here.
They're going for gold. I want to take the map without any overtime, any tie presence. We'll see if they can get it done with the equipment. Breezy decides to just sprint out towards middle. He's put down by Almond, so good hold there initially. And a player pushed up on Catwalk. Rhino with this deagle. He's playing very aggressive here, and he's taking a lot of damage, holding the side of a smoke. And so if he can find him, the advantage is going to be given up, but Rhino makes it back, drops it. Great nade there. MSO taking quite a bit of damage, but DSR, I neglected to speak about his presence out long. He takes down Kaka, and now it's going to be a 4-on-4.
With a DSR at long, without a roof, can really posture towards this A-bomb site and put a lot of pressure on the catwalk. It's a must hold. Once you lose long on that CT side, you gotta hold the catwalk area, and Rhino unable to do so. He's got a teammate inside of the bomb site, but he's locked in. He can't take any fight but the headshot spot because they got DSR posting up at long still. No one's gonna win that dual 6 shot by DSR onto Nas. Just got a glimpse of his dome and he took it off. That's without a roof. Probably gonna close this one out. And this is what I was talking about with Kingdom. They could have just invested, 5-7s like that one round that they won with the B stack and then gone for a full buy here to end it. But instead they just get FAMASes now.
Not gonna lie, I'm not gonna lie, I feel a little bad if this is the way it ends for Kingdom because of the way this panned out, and that they're gonna look back at this map and there's actually not a lot that they can work on, and that it comes down to Without a Roof played so ridiculous for so much of it that how do you even take that and kind of change things? Like, it's just been such a bizarre map here, and Without a Roof, if they can still take it with how much goofy play they've done, whew, my god, MSO looking decent. 3-on-3 here, but it looks like this is going to be the case. Quick and Almond to try and keep the dream alive as Quick finds Ape, and the bomb is down towards that suicide lane, but no one coming up behind Quick. This should be a freebie as he does blindside him. Almond left to save the dream.
As Method struggles to find the bomb. All right, finally got it. Who knows? He's got some cataracts in his old age. I don't think he's that old. He's probably aging well. I don't know. SoCal keeps you healthy, I assume. If he's still there. No one. And the old schooler heading into the B-bomb site, and Allman at the other side. He's got to take a guess at this point. When you're 1v2, pick a bomb site, go for it. But he's kind of playing half as he's spotting the B cross. This is a decent way to go about it, but without being in the bomb site that the T's are hitting, then you put yourself in a 1v2 retake scenario, and then you somehow got to circumvent the crossfire that's going to be guaranteed. Or will Method just get antsy? Oh, no, the pop flash comes over, and he ends the match right there. 16-13, and I'm sad that might be the last time I ever get to see Method play. I hope not.
Right. I hope not as well, as he played pretty decent in the map, or the match. Very good stuff from him, so maybe we will see him again moving forward. Again, Buzza, my understanding, is kind of the standard they've been using, but maybe he's not available at the moment. Nonetheless, very cool to see MSO Method come out to play, so that's going to be that. It's going to be Without a Roof taking things 2-0. We are going to do a little demonstration of one of our other sponsors here, CSGO 2X. So if you guys want to do some gambling versus us or with us, make sure you guys use our referral code, csgo2x.com/RGN. And yeah, let's get that show on the road.
Yeah, if you haven't checked it out yet and you're feeling lucky, you got the hot hand, maybe your mama needs a new pair of shoes, something like that, you got to check it out, csgo2x.com/RGN if you want a couple 300 or 300 coins. that you can use to try to run it up. Also, they got offers and partners that you can use to get some free coins if you're broke or you've previously gambled all your stuff away. One or the other. They got a bunch of ways you can get some free coins to use to try to get yourself some free skins. Or you can be a man about it, put your skins in and go for the gold. Try to double it up. If you're wondering why the green is not 18 times, instead it's 11, it's because there's 3 possible green numbers to hit. But let's get into it. There's a lot of different ways people choose what to bet on. There's the roulette methodology. If it's back and forth, red, black, is that pattern going to continue? Or if you just think you got the read, you know what? I don't think it's going to continue. It's been red, black. But you know, I'm thinking it's going to be red this time. I got the hunch. Let's go 20K.
Let's do it indeed. So again, you're going to be able to see our account, the RGN account, putting 20K, 20 bucks over on the red side here, and we'll see how we do. I haven't been doing fantastic on this. Maybe your luck is going to be better than mine here.
Hot right now.
You are indeed. We're going to double that up. So beautiful stuff. It's going to be red. And I have a feeling it's going to go back over and switch back to black. So let's go ahead and
You're wrong, Chad.
Oh, we're going to find out. If you guys think I'm going to be wrong, make sure you guys go on red here. But we're going to do 20K on black.
Chad's playing with our winnings here. I think I got the read, but yeah, we need to go 20K on black. But you know, I might do a little side bet. Oh, actually, I've ran out of coins on my personal account. Well, maybe that's why I don't go for the hard read bets. But again, if you don't have any skins to donate, donate. That's the wrong word. to try to
love to take them and gamble them.
There it is, Chad. I got the hard read right now.
You're right. All right, I'll let you continue.
All right, so now that Chad has broke us even, obviously the rules of probability are it's probably going to be black, right? Because it's been the last 3 times red. Or is lady luck on your side and you just see the lady in red right now? You know, that's what I'm thinking. We gotta go 40K on red. There's no way. The power of faith. I don't know if you could apply it to gambling, but I do. And then you have somebody to blame it on. Maybe, never mind, that's blasphemy. But csgo2x.com, again, /RGN, if you want the 300 coins. I'm getting a bit too excited dropping stuff, but it's going to be red again. Mathematically,
here we go.
No, probability-wise, probably not. But, you know, you just got to believe. And there it is. Would you believe it? That's how you win it here. Nice little 40K. And maybe we should stop ahead this time.
Right? I think that's not a bad idea at all. So that's a good gist of how this works. Again, make sure you guys use our referral as one of our sponsors. And again, they support us. Hopefully you guys can support them as well. And again, it's a really fun system to play around with. Lots of little strategies you can kind of get going for yourself. But anyhow, that's going to be it for tonight. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the match. I certainly did. Make sure you guys follow us on Twitter @GoRGNTV. You can follow me @Sprawl, just 2 L's on the end there, and @LaserJesus as well. So again, hope you guys have a good night. We'll see you next time.
I need you more than you know.